Hello, everyone. Today we're going to cover part B of chapter 1. We're going to start with very important concepts, order qualifiers and order winners. Last time we talked about many characteristics of a product or service. We talked about the price of a product, the delivery time, the quality of a product, the product range, availability, and customization. But not all the characteristics are equally important to customers. Some characteristics are more important than others. So we're going to classify them as order qualifiers and order winners. Order qualifiers are the minimum requirements that customers ask for. Order winners are the most important characteristic to your customers. Let's start with an example. Suppose you want to buy a laptop and you're considering 3 brands, Lenovo, HP, Dell, and HP. Whenever you purchase a laptop, you always look at 4 factors: the price, the delivery time, the memory, and the speed. But not everything is as important as others. Some of the characteristics are more important than others. For example, let's say you don't care about the price as long as it's $1,000 or less. So if a laptop costs more than $1,000, you are not going to even consider buying it. But if it's less than $1,000, the price is not going to affect your decision. So $1,000 or less is your target range for the price. The delivery time, again, you don't care about the delivery time as long as you can get it in 3 days or less. So 3 days or less is your target range. The memory, you don't care about the memory as long as you can get 1 terabyte or more. 1 terabyte or more is your target range. The speed is the most important factor to you. You want to buy something that's as fast as possible. So of these characteristics, there's one thing that's the most important to you, which is the speed. And this is called the order winner. And for the rest of the characteristics, you have some target ranges. And these are called order qualifiers. So how do you make a decision? You're going to take each brand and then go through the order qualifiers and see if they satisfy, if they meet all the target ranges. Let's take Lenovo. Can you find a product in this price range? Yes. Can you get something in 3 days or less? Yes. Can you get 1 terabyte or more? Yes. So since Lenovo satisfied all the target ranges, it's qualified. You're going to consider buying something from Lenovo. And you're going to repeat this for the rest of the brands. Let's go to Dell. The price range, yes. Delivery time, yes. The memory, no. So because Dell doesn't meet this target range for the memory, this is not qualified. You are not going to consider buying something from from Dell. It's qualified. Let's go to HP. Yes, yes, yes. So this is qualified. So next, what should you do? You have 2 brands that are qualified. So you're going to take them down. And between these 2, you're going to make a decision. So how can you make the final decision? You're going to look at the order winner, which is the speed. And since speed is the most important factor to you, you're going to take the brand that's faster than the other. In this case, it's Lenovo, so you're going to buy something from them. Order qualifiers are the characteristics of a product or a service that qualify it to be considered or purchased by a customer. And the order winner is the characteristic of a product or a service that wins all orders in the marketplace, the final factor in the purchasing decision. Now, what's the lesson we learn from this? Why do we distinguish between order qualifiers and order winners? Let's look at the relationship between the order winners and the sales, or the relationship between order qualifiers and the sales. Now, in this graph, the x-axis is the achievement of the order qualifier, and the y-axis is the sales. So in our previous example, in the laptop example, one of the order qualifiers was the memory. So the x-axis can be the achievement on the memory. As you go from here to here, the size of the memory increases. As the size of the memory increases, what happens to the sales? In the beginning, the sales go up. But if you pass a certain point, certain threshold, the sales level off. Now let's look at the order winner. The x-axis is the achievement on the order winner. The y-axis is the sales. In our laptop example, the order winner was the speed. So as you go from here to here, the speed increases. Now, what happens if, to the sales as you go from here to here? Sales will go up all the way. What's the lesson we learn from this? Most of the time, we have limited resources. We have limited time and money. So how can we use them? Should we focus on order qualifiers or should we focus on order winners? The answer is, after meeting the target performance on the order qualifiers, we should focus on the order winner as much as possible. Okay, I'm gonna skip this example and let's try a couple of exercise problems. You're interested in buying a laptop computer. Your list of considerations includes the computer's speed in processing data, its weight, screen size, and the price. You consider a number of different models and narrow your list based on the speed and the monitor screen size. Then finally select the model to buy based on its weight. In this decision, the speed is an example of A, order qualifier, B, order winner. The question says you narrowed down your list based on the speed and the monitor screen size. So speed is an example of an order winner, right? So the answer is A. What's the order qualifier? What's the order winner in this example? You finally select the model based on the weight. So the order winner in this example is the weight. Okay. Let's go to the next exercise problem. You are considering opening a small grocery store in your neighborhood. There are larger grocery stores in your neighborhood and they all offer competitive prices for their products. Compete with them. You plan to offer competitive prices for your products. In addition, you plan to provide a customized service for your customers because you have a relatively small number of customers, so you are more familiar with their specific needs. You think your customized service will differentiate your store from your competitors and attract the customers to your store. The customized service in your store is A, order qualifier, B, order winner. The question says, your customized service will differentiate your store from your competitors. So that's going to be, your customized service is the order winner. The answer is B. Well, what are the order qualifiers in this case? The question says they all offer competitive prices. So to compete with them, you're going to offer competitive prices. So that's going to be the minimum requirement for you to survive. So that's going to be the order qualifier. Here's the end of lecture assignment for chapter 1, part B. Suppose you are on the job market as someone with a bachelor's degree in business. Define your core competencies, order winner, order qualifiers. And for example, you can consider the following aspects: knowledge in a specific area, interpersonal skills, leadership skills, communication skills. So let's say in 1 year, you will be graduating from this university and you will be on the job market. And think of your dream job and you apply for your dream job. And there will be other applicants who applied for the same position. So you will be treated as one of the products in the job market. The hiring managers will need to decide which applicants to hire. So as a product in a job market, what's your core competency? For example, do you have a high GPA? Do you have a good understanding of marketing theories? Do you have knowledge in specific area? Or do you have some interpersonal skills, leadership experiences, communication skills? You can come up with any answer you want to give. Also, what's the order winner? And what are the order qualifiers? So to answer this, you need to think about your hiring manager. When he hires one of the applicants, when he looks at all the applicants, what are the minimum requirements for the position? So they are going to be the order qualifiers. And what's the most important characteristic to be hired? What's the most important characteristic to the hiring manager? That's going to be the order winner. Okay. So this is everything we have for this part. I'll see you next time.